What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here, and once again, the flight of the dung beetle, yon stenchy wings, take off, strike fear into the hearts of those at the USPS. Don't know where I'm starting this video. We've already done a whole bunch of different stuff in it, and I'm just starting it now, but it always is nice to start it with delivering packages to the USPS, our arch nemesis, the homes to our Moriartys. Yes, we smoke our cigars with the bands on. As I said though, nice to start the video delivering packages to all of you guys who order stuff from brapstar.com on a motorcycle that you guys are buying raffle tickets for to support all those people at Forgotten Angels, Dave and Cindy, and all the young men out there who are trying to make a new life for themselves. When I'm filming all sorts of different stuff and I never know how a video is going to turn out, I never mind starting it out with that. Feels good, man. All right, now let's cause some terror at the USPS. Don't get it twisted. We're definitely the bad guys in this scenario. Those long-suffering heroes at the post office at the USPS, they'll continue to suffer. Makes me feel so professional to have our little Brapstar packages with the logo lasered in it like that. And although I did love covering the outside of these packages in weird anime girls, don't you worry. If you've ordered anything since we switched to the Brapstar bags and stopped actually decorating the outside of them with questionable stickers for your postman to leer at, what I've done instead is I've just taken some of the stickers that I would have put on the outside and I just throw them inside the package for you guys as freebies. It might not creep out your postman as much, but hey man, you can take those weird anime foot fetish stickers and you can stick them wherever you want to creep people out. Inside your mailbox if you still really want to creep out your mailman. I'm kind of trying to theme them a little bit, so the theme for this one, since we released the Lizzie shirt, I've just been putting just a mixture of weird anime titty girl, feet girl stickers in there and Godzilla stickers in every single package. And if you've ordered lately, you've gotten some weird ones from me. And I think what I'm going to do, because I want to make it a little more special, is I've amassed quite the collection of very strange, cursed Rule 34 images over the years, surprising nobody. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and switch up the freebies to ones that we actually make and just change them around all the time and not tell anybody what they're going to be. The ones we put in there are already usually pretty weird and lewd enough, but I think we can get a little bit weirder. Specifically, I've been thinking about merging all my anime titty feet girl and my Godzilla images into one single cursed image. Keep an eye out for that coming up. We're going to be taking Rule 34 to a whole new level. The Rule 34 sticker pack, unavailable to buy. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you're never going to get it, okay? It's okay. Well, do you, punk? Yeah, I figure I've laid off Shaylee's F6B for long enough and let her have it. It's time I took this thing out for a spin again. Ooh, baby, I like that. Oh, I had to take this instead of the truck, and I took it, even though we got dark clouds on the horizon. It looked mighty ominous over there that nothing might be coming, but I got a bright red gold wing, and I'm feeling lucky. You know, I'm always taking a chance when I'm going to meet up with a pretty girl, and I might show up looking like a drowned rat because I got soaked by the rain. Yeah, I could have taken the truck. I certainly could have hopped on that, but listen up, baby. I don't care who I'm going to meet, who I'm trying to impress. God damn, I'm gonna take the bike. As they say in love and war, fortune favors the bold. So I hopped on the bike, baby. I'll say it again. Hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. And rain's already pattering on the windshield. Oh, I ain't scared a bit. What's the worst that could happen? You know, the big red wing, it cuts a powerful profile. So if it starts dumping on me, baby, we'll twist that throttle wide open, let them ponies sing, and just push the raindrops out of the way. Besides, it wouldn't dare rain on Shade Tree Surgeon. Me and old Mother Nature, we got an agreement, all right? Mother Nature is beautiful, gorgeous, stacked, and ampersand after ampersand. I'll be whispering sweet nothings in her ear all night long, and there ain't a red-blooded woman born, especially old Gaia, that don't get all flirty and blushy over a couple of well-placed compliments. And Shade Tree Surgeon, he don't mind handing them out like candy on Halloween, baby. You know, God might love an idiot, but women, women love a jerk. So you go ahead and keep them raindrops to yourself, baby. I'll call you later. Ooh, I am almost out of gas, though. Looks like I might not get rained on. Mother Nature's holding off. but I am gonna be late. I know it's awful unfair of me, but I only really get worried when a woman's late. And there may be some people, my detractors, mind you, my detractors who say Shade Tree thinks he's God's gift to women, and I will tell you that could not be further from the truth. I am not a gift. I am a curse. I am a curse sent down from on high to punish these women, to punish them for their sinful and wicked ways. Boys, I'm on a mission from God. These beautiful women, they may beg me for mercy, but I have no mercy. Mercy? I'll leave that to the big man upstairs, all right, ladies? I am merely his instrument. I am not but a tool. Ask any of the girls who know me. They'll tell you I'm a tool. And right now, this tool is running about 20 minutes late for an appointment with salvation. I didn't ask for this. I did not ask for this. I have but been chosen. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I've been ready.
Well, I mean, come on. You can't rush perfection. You can't rush beauty and grace and all of this. Are you kidding me? I want you to have every single minute you need to get all booted up.
True.
Is it better now?
That's true. I guess.
All right, cool. Let's go. Some fresh night air, a big red Honda over here, and a couple of well-placed compliments, and all of a sudden, everything's fine again.
Everything's fine.
All right.
Oof.
Getting here with the beautiful lights of downtown Tampa.
What kind of camera is that?
It's a Canon.
So you know how to use that thing or what?
Well, sometimes. I mean, I use it almost every day. So, like, I think I know how to use it all right.
Prove it.
Oh, I ain't gonna try to keep up with Cassidy when she's in her 370Z up there. Yeah, when it comes to Cassidy, I should really learn to expect the unexpected. You know, I came in talking a big game with Cassidy, but when it came time to put up or shut up, I learned I really gotta work on my camera skills. I've always maintained that I don't need to know how to work a camera. I just talk shit, man. Who cares about the camera work? Well, there are other things that the camera work matters in. But I did give it the old college try. After all, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And guess what, baby? I still feel lucky. Beware the flight of the dung beetle. Cue Flight of the Bumblebee, but with farts. You know, I really think the dung beetle could benefit from some exhaust. These gold wing 4-cylinders actually sound pretty dope with pipes on them, but at this point, I think I'm just gonna leave any other modifications up to the new owner. Right now, we'll go ahead and call the dung beetle silent but deadly. If I was keeping it, I would be sorely tempted to throw some exhaust on it just to spice things up a little bit, like the morning after Taco Bell. But someone's winning this motorcycle for $25, so they might prefer the SBD. It is set up with dirt tires and long travel suspension, so we're following the tenets of tread lightly with that quiet exhaust, but still, we're gonna leave a lasting stench. Dude, I was like, I don't get pissed off really easily, but I guess pissed off ain't the right word, more like annoyed. The last video I released when I announced that we're giving away the Dung Beetle or the Ducati Multistrada for Forgotten Angels. Their bikes are both being rifled off for charity, but the winner getting to choose one of them. I had people in the comments, multiple people going like, oh wow, you're just gonna give away another broken motorcycle? The last motorcycle you gave away broke down. Yo, dog, did everyone forget like the dozens of other motorcycles that we've given away? They're gonna be like, oh, you gave away a motorcycle that broke down. And by the way, that was a classic Evo that was 35 years old, or 33 years old. I forget how old it was. I'm just saying, man, you're gonna sit here and say like, oh, but the last one you gave away broke down. Like, motherfucker, did you even buy any raffle tickets? Did you contribute to the cause that you're bitching about a bike that broke down? And also about a 30-plus-year-old Evo that broke? Like, hey, man, I'm just showing the reality of the situation. If you got a 30 to 40-year-old Evolution motor, breaking down is part of it. It does happen, and Salim chose to turn back, but I brought the stuff with it to fix it, and if you're gonna try and take an Evo on a 1,500-mile trip, and you're not ready to break down, which Salim was, he just decided that he didn't want to continue, and you're not ready and prepared to have to fix it out on the road, you're a fucking moron. I'm not saying that an Evo can't make it cross country and back without needing a repair. I'm just saying, if you don't come prepared, you're living in a fantasy world full of spun sugar cakes, sugar plum fairies flitting around on your motorcycle as you ride around cross country. I don't even go not being prepared on gold wings. Y'all are idiots, man. And by the way, I showed everything because guess what? That's the reality of the situation. Motorcycles gonna motorcycles, Evo's gonna Evo. Sometimes they break down. Anyway, just kind of like hit me the wrong way that people are, that's what they're bitching about. And I'm like, man, all right, okay. We are giving these motorcycles away for charity. I'm very honest about all of them. I don't sit here and spin these tales that these are perfect fucking motorcycles. Like, I'm actively discouraging people to buy tickets for the Dung Beetle. I'm like, if you win this, pick the Multistrada. It's a 2014 Multistrada with 15,000 miles on. That bike, I'll say, will go anywhere. If you pick this bike, you're kind of a weirdo, and I love weirdos, but it's definitely the third option. I'm always honest about the bikes we give away. It is what it is, baby. If you want to bitch about a bike broke down and I showed everything and was honest about it, and you still want to complain about it, stands to reason that, I don't know, man, you're probably not really into buying raffle tickets to support Forgotten Angels anyway. You're just trying to win a bike, which, try to win a bike, that's awesome, but at the end of the day here, we're buying raffle tickets and we're donating bikes to help young men who've aged out of the foster care system, not to get an amazing whiz-bang motorcycle, although that might be part of the deal. Every once in a while, Lady Luck points her finger at you and says, hey, it's your turn to get something nice for doing a good deed. That don't always happen, but every once in a while it does. Well, you can tell I'm not on my way to see a girl because I'm getting rained on clear blue skies. I guess I can only ask Mother Nature to hold off that phone call for so long before I get it back. Hey, baby, I'm more than happy to borrow a little good times from the next day to use the day I'm in right now. I never claimed to be a financial expert, all right? I'm just trying to have a good time anytime I can. Damn, dude. Hell yeah. That's about as far away from the Dung Beetle as you can get. Oh, speaking of charity and people who donate to it, help to it, and have helped a whole lot more than I have, trying to be like, I can't believe you're donating to Ducati, you're doing so much. Well, I'll tell you, Bert King from Bert's Barracuda and Bert's Black Widow has done way more to the tune of like well over $100,000 to charity. So I would say that I ain't done shit. Although I do appreciate everybody saying all those nice things. I do appreciate it. I'm just telling you, there are people who deserve that praise way more than me. Well, as always, when we come to Bert's, you got to say hi to Uncle Bogator. It's not a trip to Bert's without doing that. So technically, you're only gonna be able to make a trip to Bert's really count in the next few weeks. Yeah. Because my man here is moving to the West Coast, to the best coast.
East Coast.
To the East Coast, the least coast.
The least coast.
Hey, listen up, baby. I'm not good at directions. Everybody knows that already. But if you're going to buy a bike from Uncle Bogator, you better do it in the next couple weeks if you want to get flown down and have the creme de la creme experience as you've seen on his channel recently.
Yeah. We just did it. It's a fun experience. I've never heard from the two guys that come down here and did it. Both of them had nothing but great things to say about it. It's seamless. So if you want to do it, get off your ass and do it. Let's go.
Yeah. Shoot my man a text, shoot him an email, pick out a bike. If you already know what kind of bike you want, it's easy. It just also comes with a plane ticket and adventure and a tour around Tampa. Yeah. But do it soon. There's always an amazing selection of Harley Davidsons, used ones here for sale. Birds. I always look at the used bikes. They got a ton of new metal inside, but I'm always looking at the used stuff, and not just the used Harley Davidsons, but one of the very few Harley Davidson dealerships that keeps around used metrics. Never ridden one of these Kawasaki Z900s, and I think it's about freaking time, because I'm sure that this thing ain't gonna last a very long time up here. Kawasaki Z900. I've been wanting to ride one of these for a while. When I say a while, it came out a while ago. This is my very first chance getting to ride one, and a good man, Bleak Rides, has got one of these, and he loves his. There's been a lot of like modern classics, obviously. That's been a thing for a long time, with Harley Davidson first modern classic really being the Dyna, and everyone's done them since then. Every single company, including Kawasaki with the ZRX 1200. This Kawasaki Z900 is absolutely, I think, the best looking one. Getting off the Goldwing and getting on this thing, dude, this thing just feels like light as a feather. Woo!
Yeah, light as a feather and a whole hell of a lot faster than the Dung beetle too. It's been a while since I've been on a modern 4-cylinder motorcycle. Usually I'm spending time on older 4-cylinder motorcycles, namely Kawasaki's old school KZ1000 and of course my Honda CB750. It's amazing, like when you get on a new bike, how they've absolutely just made the vibrations almost non-existent compared to the older motorcycles. Like the KZ1000, that motherfucker will rattle your teeth out, all right? I mean, it may not be the same kind of vibrations as a rigid mount Harley, but it's not exactly smooth. Oh, take it easy, y'all. Kawasaki's always been a little bit of a bastard child when it comes to the big four, though never quite as much of a bastard as Suzuki. Third place is still third place. I mean, I love Kawasaki because Kawasaki's motto over the years has always been show up with a bigger gun, and I really like that. As most Japanese motorcycles go, it just feels absolutely perfect. Like, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it feel perfect? Another one that Bleak has is like it's got the little cafe racer cowling. I don't know if it has different handlebars though. If it did, I'd want these. These are way more comfortable. Like, I would not want this thing with clip-ons or clubmans or anything like that. That's crazy how just like every bike now has like huge brakes, insane power. It's just like, even like this bike, which is just you would say it's a cruiser. If this was back in the day, if this was the 70s, they would call this a custom, you know, which was technically a cruiser. They're gonna call it the UJM, whatever, but it's got chrome on it, it would be a custom. Really harkening back to like the customs, like the KZ900, you know? The KZ900 came out and it was capitalizing on Harley Davidson's success and the success of Easy Rider and everything like that, and the bikes looked a lot like this. You would call it a custom. But nowadays you hop on one and every single one just feels like as fast as a sport bike from the early 2000s. It's really wild. And you might go like, oh wow, as fast as a sport bike from the early 2000s, there's so much, yeah, they're so much faster now, but it's not like they were slow back then either. Like every bike you get on now that's a 4-cylinder right out of the factory, just like a freaking monster. And of course it's got like radial calipers down there, 4-pot on both sides, like freaking upside down suspension. It's wild, the stuff that comes standard on what is basically just like a regular motorcycle. I wouldn't say like bottom of the barrel. It's not a discount motorcycle, but it's just a basic bike. But it comes with all this stuff. Really crazy. This is a good bike. Bleak, you got a good bike. Anybody else who bought one of these when they came out? I don't know how well they're doing now. People are still buying them, or I don't know how popular they are at all, but anybody who got one of these, you got a good ass bike, man. It's weird because this is one of those bikes where I think it's an absolutely amazing machine. I probably wouldn't really consider buying one for myself. I don't know why, but it is absolutely an amazing bike, dude. And I think I just wouldn't consider buying one because I don't know where it would fit in. Like, it isn't around the town cruiser. This would be like your main bike, your main around town cruiser, the one that you're gonna just like put miles on every day, go to the grocery store, you know, put some bags on it or something like that, like some soft luggage or something, and this would just be my main ride. And I've already got one of those and I like it a lot. So, but if you're looking for one that's a 4-cylinder and that is a Kawasaki and looks like this would be an absolutely amazing everyday bike that you would still pull wheelies all the way down the street. Good job, Kawasaki. I'm gonna miss Uncle Bogator when he's gone. Make sure you make his last few weeks here at Bert's Barracuda real busy if you're gonna get something. And he's only moving to the other coast, so it ain't like I ain't gonna see him, but you know, still. You know where I haven't been in a while now that I'm over on this side of the bridge? I don't like to swing by this spot in Tampa without going to visit my good man Ken Dean at Tiger Temple Tattoo, the only place in Tampa with Shade Tree Army only motorcycle parking. Ken Dean's Tiger Temple Tattoo, and my man Barry over here got tattooed. He got one side tattoo. I didn't know this. He's 55, and it is his very first tattoo. We don't look 55, but the older I get, anybody who's like around, like close to my age, I'm like, you don't look that age at all. Well, you have the twinkle in your eye that suggests, when I see a twinkle like that, I either think they're either a little light in their loafers, which is totally okay, or you're a 10-year-old asshole at heart. And I'm gonna imagine the latter since I just met your wife. Either one is okay. Anyway.
My pecker don't work right no more.
I don't think it ever worked right to begin with. Yeah. Tell you what, you can still get a heart on it, it still's not working right. Man here has gotten to know Ken over the past few hours. I got his very first tattoo. It's never too late to buy the motorcycle, and it's never too late to get tattooed.
It's true.
Just a quick reminder that the Dung beetle, the 1983 Goldwing, the hill climber over there, the Goron, is not the only thing that's up for grabs in the raffle right now. There's also the 2014 Ducati Multistrada. As much fun as the Dung beetle is and as cool as it is, I understand that not everybody really is into having a 1983 off-road Goldwing. So you can have a 2014 Multistrada instead. For $25, this bike, which used to be my bike, now belongs to somebody else, might have already bought the ticket, or maybe somebody's about to buy the winning ticket. That's going to be somebody's bike for 25 bucks, with 100% of the proceeds going to benefit Forgotten Angels in their fight to end the cycle of foster care abuse. We're taking Forgotten Angels nationwide. We're trying to take it to every single state, and we're doing it with just us. We're the ones doing it. We're the ones making the difference. It's you guys out there and all of your support that's really making this happen. And all the amazing people who've donated bikes, all the amazing people who've donated thousands of dollars. Guess what, man? If you take an 18-year-old kid who got made homeless after being sexually abused, physically abused, mentally abused, and then he gets kicked out onto the streets, it's not free to bring that person back into being a normal human being. It costs a lot of money to build the facilities, to rebuild their bank accounts, to rebuild their credit, to send them to therapy. A lot of times to deal with legal issues as well. Right now, Dave and Cindy are fighting to try to free a 15-year-old who's getting ready to get sent to prison for something his brother did, and he just happened to be there when he was 13. He's about to get sent to prison for 20 freaking years, man. Talking to the judges and trying to get him released into their custody. I don't know if it's going to happen yet or not. I don't want to release any details, but this is the kind of stuff they're up against. What 13-year-old could make a decision? 13-year-old is going to face 20 years of hard time for that. That's a life sentence. Might as well be a life sentence because your life is over. This is the kind of stuff that Dave and Cindy are fighting. This is the kind of stuff that Forgotten Angels is fighting. This is what your money's going to when you buy a ticket to win this Multistrada. Could you win a bike? Yeah. Is it an awesome bike? I certainly think so. I think that bike freaking rocks. But is it about the bike? Is it about winning the bike? No, that's not what it's about. It's about making a difference, it's about taking a stand against the homelessness crisis here in America, because this is where it starts. There's something close to 60% of the homeless population that at one point was in the foster care system. We got to attack this where it starts. The fact that there are people who don't have a home, a bed to lie down in every single night in America, it absolutely disgusts me. It does more than disgust me, it motivates me. It motivates me to make a difference, and that's why I'm so thankful to Forgotten Angels and all of you guys and what we're all doing together, that we can actually make a difference and we can change the world. Looking forward to seeing you guys at the camp out. That's the last weekend, October 26th through October 29th at Forgotten Angels, 3604 Little Stearns Road. Come on down. If you're local and you just want to come down for the day, you absolutely can. You ain't got a camp, and if you're from out of town, looking forward to spending the weekend with you. Free food, free beer, free music. Michael Winslow's gonna be there performing from Police Academy. It's gonna be an absolutely amazing time. It's Renaissance Fest themed, but when I say that, I mean I'll be wearing a wizard hat and eating a turkey leg. So that's what I mean when I say Ren Fest theme. So bring your Ren Fest gear, bring your drinking horn, and let's have a good time. And while we're having a good time, we can change the world. Links down below to buy tickets for the Multistrada, and if you're a total freak, you could choose the Dung Beetle instead. We're pulling that ticket live on this channel next Friday. That date will be right down here because I can't remember it. So grab that ticket now. Be a bad person doing good things. Until next time, y'all, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade Tree, army. Shade Tree, army. They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high. Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.